Okay, guys, we're back for round two of Inteleon X, the upgraded Inteleon team. As I said, if you didn't see the last video, we're gonna be shooting for number one for real, like actually trying here. So I'm gonna be using I was gonna say modified, actual improved versions of the academy teams. So we're gonna be picking from all the teams that we've used thus far. So my goal is to get to a minimum of 1900 in this video, and so very Inteleon weak team. I can K or 2K everything in the rain, assuming I hit my moves, especially with the bands up. So let's break this down. Pelipper's core purpose. Pelipper is unique in that right matchup bloodbath. It can do. It's not an easy to kill mon unless you T-bolt it. Like, it's actually pretty sturdy. It doesn't wall anything in particular here, but it's just one of those. I guess a rate test, but it's one of those just you'll see in action. But nothing in particular is walls here, but you'll see why it's so useful and why I have knockoff and all that. And tell you again, 2K the entire team. We just need to position that for success. Corviknight is not as lethal as usual, but for Gambit, it can be good, but not as usual, right? For Bandit Bandit or Dragon Dance Bolt, it's great. If it's physical Valiant, it's great. So I'm certainly gonna be a monster, right? Slowking is amazing, barring the Dondozo. Great Tusk core purpose is for the Gambit. That's the Dragapult's annoying as fuck. The Scarlet is amazingly handsome and gorgeous. So I know we're staring down Dragapult. What this does is allows for me to remove the King Gambit's item, or the Great Tusk item, or Volcarona's item. I doubt the Pult will leave the Pult in. Yeah, unless he's Scarf Pult. I have never seen Scarf Pult in my life. I think maybe once in the gen it came out when people were just using things. But as far as win cons go, there are one of three mods coming out here. Volk, Gambit. I think Volk or Gambit pretty much. Both of which losing their item would be blessed for the long term. I didn't think Tusk. One, because you don't know if I'm Choice Scarf or not. So my initial assumption here is that the opponent will scout to see if I'm packing the Lee Storm. So the fact that he just went for Stealth Rocks here gave me a lot of information on him. These are the subtleties that I'm talking about when I'm saying that a person, and somebody made a really great comment, a person can make one play and I can tell the level of skill he has. Right there, no scouting, no nothing. There's nothing that lets you assume that I'm Scarf, unless you know my team. So it's one of two things. He knows my team, or because he went Great Tusk on me, so which makes very little sense. I knew he was gonna knock. That's what I said. The level of skill of a player becomes very apparent after a few subtle moments, right? So that's a big Great Tusk removal, because he doesn't have actually he has his Tusk. I mean, he has his Pult, but also you don't threaten Pelipper out easily, right? So it's one of those things where unless you're gonna go Valiant, use your booster now. I mean, in which case, if he does, I'm gonna go. I want my Rain, but at this point, so it's Pult. So I'd assume Pult's interesting. Need to run a calc. Let's think this through. If it specs ball, if he Dracos, I'd die. If it specs ball, I'd live. But the question is, do I U-turn or do I knock off? Do I want his specs gone? I don't think so. I don't think so. So 48% is choice specs for sure. Okay. Very interesting. If he leaves the Dragapult, I'm in a bind. I don't want my choice scarf gone yet. Dondozo comes in, which I'm grateful for. He's gonna double back to Pult here. How many turns of rain do I have? Though, based on how he plays, he may not double the Pult here. I'm gonna go Slowking to cover the Pult double. Curses. Yeah. Bro really, like, it's really interesting player. I hope he attacks here. Curses. That's fine. The Dozo being gone obviously opens up my Corviknight and my Slowking. I don't agree with this decision by him. This is gonna hurt a lot. Wave Crash, yeah. Very, very odd decision. Especially if I get rocks up. He's max BF, which means all I have to do is scare him out. Very interesting decisions. Very, very interesting decisions. As you're gonna see why. But I don't mind. Everything is going according to plan. This Gambit comes in. Gambit now has a choice scarf. I have the Lumberry. Could knock here. Just match it up versus. If Pult comes in, I'll deal with it. I figured Pult would come in. But I still have Terra in hand, so that's my thing. Because Slowking can sweep him. I just need to be very careful about the end game. Depending on what his sets are. Because I knew he'd go Pult there. The Dozo play was very interesting. But I didn't want to miss Hydro. I'm glad he had Wave Crash. If he didn't have Wave Crash, I think he'd have brought me down to... Maybe in the rain he would have killed me. But I think he'd have brought me down to Torrent, which would have killed him with the second one. So I'm not going to use my Terra anytime soon anyway. He does Shadow Ball. I didn't think he would. Please don't get no luck. Thank you. Excellent. Excellent. So here comes Gambit into Dragapult, but Dragapult can't knock out anything. That's why I Terra Watered my Slowking. So I could see him Dragapulting into U-turn or Dragapulting into Valiant, but he just Iron Heads hard, which is great because now I get to Earthquake. Do I want an Earthquake? Yeah, I want an Earthquake here. Please, for the love of God. Okay, so Gambit being gone is huge for Slowking. This means once my Slowking nasty plots, it's a done deal, kind of. So his booster Valiant. This could mean a lot of things, but I'm gonna go hard Corviknight here. Figured he'd have CM. He already Terra'd, right? Did he Terra yet? He hasn't Terra'd yet. Actually, it was better to just leave Tuscan and it's better to leave Tuscan. It won't matter here, but it's actually better play to leave Tuscan and just attack. Wow, Shadow Ball was a mineral. Did he Terra? And I'm forgetting. That's actually a really big deal if he hasn't Terra'd yet. If it's Terra Grass Volcarona, I don't know what the Terra on the Volk would be. He goes Pope first though, so let's see. Can't 2 kill me with Draco. So okay, even if he's Terragrass Volk, like, he's gonna fish for the Hex, which I'm not mad at. I'll nasty plot again. Because I need to one-shot the Volk. So I'll Side Shock unless it's Terra Dark. But I don't like how this game went. Oh yeah, I forgot people don't expect nasty plot Slow King. Right. I forgot this isn't standard. Thanks. I forgot this wasn't literally in my mind because I've been watching people with nasty plot Slow King. Did he Terra? I'm forgetting. What the fuck did he Terra? He must be a Terra that or he's standard standard non giga. It might be Wisvolk, which would I wouldn't have sacked those. Right. GG. Yeah. So this is funny, right? I'm thinking bro knows I'm nasty plot Slow King. And the reason I'm saying that because I'm assuming he knew my team, but based on how he was playing versus my Miarskirata, there's nothing that says my Miarskirata is Scarf. Like, I could have easily been Sash or just said, fuck it, I'm going to attack. Right? So, the fact that he went to Tusk and stealth rocked and then knocked on Pelly was like, okay, does this guy know my team? But maybe he's just like, okay, I'm going to assume this is what his set is. But yeah, that was actually a big oversight on my end, assuming he knew my set. Like, why would he know I'm nasty plot? So that makes a lot. I'm glad he said something because I'm playing everybody assuming they know I'm nasty plot, but he's playing me like I'm a regular Slow King. So when so that's why he went Polt first. He's figuring, okay, I can Draco, force it. Okay, yeah, all right, fair enough. Especially if he was bulky Quiver. Right, you don't want to match up versus. I see. Okay, because you always set up and win versus Tusk and Miarski. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So if he was bulky Quiver, he was never beating Slow King anyway. So yeah, but anyway, another Inteleon win. I mean, even more so than any other game we've played thus far. This is the most Inteleonable team, and this could be just a straight wash. But we don't want to sleep on his team, right? But the big thing here is to remove. Well, Valiant could be T-Boats. Obviously want to kill Volcarona and then go. Corviknight can destroy. Nasty plot Slow King after Miarskirata dies, which they usually just mindlessly lead and sack for a spike. That can also work out for me. What I usually like to do is Pelly versus a Miarskirata. And then U-turn again with my own because they always stay in. But one chance that he goes for a knock is a bind because then, my rain is limited. But he wouldn't be able to get any spikes and Miarskirata to be gone. So it actually plays out well. Great Tusk is going to be at the utmost for the Iron Hands, unless it's Swords Dance. Great Tusk for Great Tusk as well. Because knockoff and Iron Defense beats it. And Miarskirata's Choice Scarf is going to be helpful for Volcarona and potential Valiant. So, yeah, I don't see too much downside to Pelly into this. As I said, they typically mindlessly spikes. But he knocks, which gets rid of my item. But the reason I did this sequence is if he does decide to switch out Inteleon's in. Yes, and he loses them on here. But, yes, unless he Terra Grasses. Yes, my Miarskirata is burnt, but it's annoying, but Miarskirata wasn't going to win in that way. Really, the trick is what matters. I would have preferred if I wasn't burnt, but now he switched it out. Now he has to go to Valiant, right, and use your booster. And my Slow King can come in, and, well, maybe I shouldn't have gone Slow King. I know T-Bolt won't do shit to me. I get to surf here. I could Terra Water, unless he Terra Steals. Please, for the love of God, don't hacks. Okay. I could have Terra Watered there, as I said. Now he Moonblast. My Corviknight is too important. But as is my Miarskirata. But that's fine. If I go Corviknight and he T-Bolts, I'm okay with that because I know he's going to T-Bolt the next turn. Say Calm Minds. I can Miarskirata. Now this is risky if he actually went for something other than T-Bolt, but I knew he was going to T-Bolt. Let me calc how much burnt. Flower Trick does to Valiant. If I can just Flower Trick kill him, I'll stay. I'll just Flower Trick. But if it's a roll, actually, you might Terra. Trick is probably always the better play here, truth be told. Iron Valiant. Sure, choice specs. Because if he Terra steals, I might lose. I won't lose, but I'll have to switch around a 10 to get Slowking back to full. What am I doing? Meow Scarlet. OU choice scarf. Okay. Burned. Flower Trick. That's 29 to 34. I'd prefer to keep my scarf if I can. Yeah, I didn't think he'd Terra. Even if he did, I could still stop him. But I didn't want to use my trick on Valiant. I want it for Volk. In case that Volk is feeling himself. But as I said, this is how we roll. Peli comes in. He nasty plots, which is fine. I'll give up Pelipper here. And now Inteleon. I could Terra Water Sweep here. So I've seen these run Terra. This should get one shot without me Terraing. I don't want to Terra and then he Terra Waters. I've seen that once and it stopped my Inteleon. We run a Calc again. I believe there's no chance of Goldango surviving. Goldango. Whatever. Let's say max HP. Rain's Hydro Pump obviously kills. What about Surf? Let me see the timer. Where's the calc? I have too many calcs open. I guess I don't even need to kill him, but I destroy him with Inteleon, so I'm debating whether I should Terra Water this. I guess it doesn't matter if I my Terra Water does matter. Okay, Rain boosted. Surf. If he's max HP, I'm gonna Terra Water. Gone. Gone. Now here comes the Iron Hands. That's really what I'm curious to see. Balloon Iron Hands. If I let this go, then because I could just go my Tusk. I really want to see how much this does. But these shits tend to run a fuck ton of bulk. It hasn't Terra. I want to see. Fucking Terra Water. Yeah, I would have killed him. Damn, that's whack. So now now Slowking can Terra. I need to be careful though. I'll trick the Volk. Push come to shove. Need to be careful. Turn a Rain. My Great Tusk doesn't matter. So I'll do is go Slowking to get the regen, so that I can get. It'll matter for Volk later on. What am I at now? I'm damn near at full. The Rain's gone. Yeah, there's a reason not to just EQ. It goes hard Volcarona. I'm concerned he Fiery Dances straight up. How did the Volk? Oh, it already took damage. So it's max defense, which means it could be Giga Drain. Definitely has Morning Sun. All I'll do is Earthquake the first turn and then go Meowscarada here. Okay. So his Tusk is scarfed and my Meowscarada is lefties now. Alright. Wait, well, how did he outspeed me? He's a lot of speed. Is he offensive Tusk? Shit. Might bite me in the ass. Please, for the love of God, don't hacks. Okay. Okay, blessed. Yeah. I was literally thinking, please, because I knew he'd try to. I didn't think he'd hard Volk. I don't think hard Volk was the play. But now it's a wrap because you can't be my Great Tusk. Yeah, you can't be a Tusk. Tusk is king, and now your choice card. Even if by some miracle you muscled past put Tusk, you have to lock into one move, all of which loses to Tusk matchup. But yeah, this team is legit, bros. But it takes craftiness. The fucking Terra, like my Inteleon was about to wash, bro, away. Like I thought I had him swept there, but he pulled out the random Terra Water Harrier. Like I've always seen Terra flying, but I mean, Terra Water is a possibility on anything, right? You can Terra anything. So there's no way to predict that. If I had switched out Inteleon, would have been good. I wasn't sure what his Volk was either, so the fact that it was defensive. The fact that it was defensive Volk is probably the worst case scenario. Is this CTC? Well, either this is CTC or is this Bear? Is this CTC? But because he modified my team with a float slow over the Slow King. And I guess he continued to modify it. This, as you can see, it's literally a mirror match. Yeah. Well, unless I don't know who this is. If it is, then I'll play it differently. And especially if he knows it's me. That or the motherfucker. This guy just stole the team because he got washed by it. I don't know which one it is, but either way, Hydreigon's a problem. My Inteleon's a big issue, and he knows that, so he can't lead with it. I'm very tempted to just fucking start the game off with my Pelipper and just go for the wash. But what we're gonna do, because I want Meowscarlet, and if it's choice card, what the fuck? Well, Pelipper wasn't necessary. I mean, it's not like a game changer mon, but you know what I mean. That mattered. I want a one shot until Meowscarlet. I'm hydroing because he's going Meowscarlet. Went fucking fleet hit. I kind of like the rain being gone hurts me too, but helps me. So both our Pellies are gone. We got to stare down this dusty ass Floatzel. So it's probably banded Meowscarlet, which means Terra Water Corviknight could sweep. I need his Meowscarlet. Man, I need his Inteleon gone. Between Slowking, Great Tusk, and Corviknight, I might be able to pull this off. My Inteleon is so fucking problematic, but this is too problematic for me. So I'll give him this. I'll let him wave crash. Yes, one more turn around. I don't think I die. I'm reluctant to Terra Water this. So we're playing with no rain. Yeah, I'll have to keep Corviknight. I don't want Corviknight Terra'd. Okay. Terra Water Tusk shouldn't get too killed even if he Terra Waters. If it does, I'm fucked. Actually, that's a lot of power. I don't know. What's my best player to knock? Yeah, okay. I got the best of both worlds. This is exactly what I wanted. So even if he goes Corviknight now, it doesn't matter. Wave Crash. Actually, Nox fine. Nox fine. Nox fine. Remove Corviknight's Rocky Helmet, and if Floatzel stays, then I probably one-shot it. If not, it'll be low enough to where it can't do shit to me anyway. Okay, so he got a lot of damage on my Great Tusk, but Okay. So I'm gonna go hard. Draco's hard. Okay, so this is some bullshit. Excellent. I might sweep him with this. And if this dies, surf. Yeah, it's some bullshit Hydreigon. I don't know how he kills this. I don't know how he beats the combo of my well, it's banded this. The helmet core helps him and hurts him. But Slowking has no switches left, so yeah, that's blessed. He's gonna U-turn, but that's fine. Corva's too big of an issue. Okay, so he doesn't have U-turn on the Scarlet, it seems. Okay. Okay. I'd like to get rid of the rocks, but I can't. Thunder Punch. Okay. Try Trick Corvi, then it's a speed tie. Because I can sweep him with this Meowscarada too. So if I trick Corviknight, yeah, it's better to trick. It's better to trick it. I don't know if he has U-turn. If he doesn't have U-turn, I'm in a good spot. If he does have U-turn, I am not in a good spot. He does have U-turn, fuck. Let me think this out. I gotta go Miar. He thunders, which is good because now it's a speed tie. Come on! Ah! That's such a lame crit, bro. That is such a big fucking crit. That is such a big crit, man. Jeez. Ah, that's such a fucking huge crit. Oh, that's such a fucking huge crit, bro. This is an obvious ass. That's such a big crit, bro. Now he goes. That is such a big crit. That's like a game losing crit there. Cause now he just goes Inteleon. Like it's not like it was not obvious. That's such a big crit, man. Now the upside is that Corviknight can take one Thunder Punch if it needs to. Snipe shot. Any crits? Is this shit not 35%? What the fuck is this? Oh, he Terra Watered. Okay. I was like, why does that do so much? Okay. That's such a lame fucking crit, bro. Alright, we'll move on. God damn. So if he doesn't crit there, Meowscarada is still alive. And Meowscarada can knock to a kill everything on his team at this point. So the timing of it was just so shit, bro. And I had the Rocky helmet. It's just such bullshit right there. So now this puts me in a bind because I have to predict perfectly. He can't lose Inteleon or he loses to Corviknight. So if he hexes again, okay. If he doesn't get the hacks, I got him. Please do not luck, bro. Please do not luck me. Fuck you, dude. Why is he giving? It's not 100% without. It's not 100% without. So now he's in an interesting position because obviously it's he needs a lot of luck to pull this off. The Corviknight right now is irrelevant. Like his Corviknight to mine. But if he's not careful in the Iron Defense up to infinity, then actually Inteleon might too one shot my Corviknight with the if he crits it. That was a very risky switch. If I attacked there, he lost. Please, for the love of God, stop hacking me, bro. God fucking damn, bro. It's not supposed to crit every time. Please stop critting me, bro. That is so fucking lame, man. I swear, every time we're getting up the... But I know that's the nature of stuff like this. That's the frustrating part when I'm playing for actual points. The parts of the game I can't control. Obviously, I'm trying to play in a way where I'm mitigating as much luck as possible. But I can only mitigate so much. The snipe shot is not a 100% crit chance. He's crit every fucking snipe shot he used, which he needed. And he needed to crit the Thunder Punch. Alright, we'll just move on, man. The fact that the guy knows my team again already and knows how powerful my Inteleon is a problem, and knows my Slowking. So and knows that my Meowscarlet is trick. So we're gonna have to play this very differently as a result. I believe he didn't have Thunderbolt on the Valiant. So similarly, I'd assume he wouldn't do the same dumb shit again. Yeah. My luck isn't the best today, but I'm still gonna make it. Yeah. Same sequence. Same sequence. The only difference is this time my Pelipper gets to keep his item. Very odd decision done this one. I know he knows I'm Terra, but there's no double he can really make that punishes my Tusk. I know your Valiant's not T-Bolt, unless he changed it to T-Bolt. So Terra Waters and goes for +2. So he's gonna try to take on my Tusk. Fair enough. The upside of this is now I know you're Terra, so all I need to do is wipe this out so Inteleon can come through and Slowking can come through. So your Balloon, I'll spin first because you're gonna 1v1 me. Balloon popped. There's no point in me attacking him when he's gonna get all his health back. The goal here is really, let me see, Drain Punch. Drain Punch. See how much it does. He back to full. One turn of rain. He's too boosted for Corviknight to take him on. And Meowscarlet would die to the boosted Thunder Punch. Surf would do 50 something. Meowscarlet is low health, low HP. Okay. Let me calc this. Maybe Terra Grass will kill him. Iron Hands. OU Storage Dance. Meowscarlet. OU lead. No. Meowscarlet. OU Choice Scarf. Terra Grass. Flower Trick. Assuming he's Terra Water. Flower Trick does 85 to 101. Drain Punch, he'll get 19 to 22% back, which is nothing. He'll be almost dead. This is alternatively. Nah, I need to bring this shit to damn near zero. I don't need my Terrace for anything else. Oh, that didn't do enough. That didn't do nearly enough. This is not looking good, boy. I can still win quite easily, actually, but it's just not looking good right now. Primarily because I have to give up my rain, and I can't tear my Slow King. The Flower Trick did a lot less than I expected, so he's like really bulky. He's Drain Punching, he Thunder Punches, which is what I wanted. So now Inteleon should kill this. I did 56 once Terrad. Unless he changed his spread. Yeah. And this is big because Goldengo can't kill me. Valiant can. But I'll go hard Corviknight. He changed it to T-Bolt. Fuck. I don't think he was T-Bolt. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong person. Oh my fucking god, bro. This dude is so fucking lucky, man. Bruh. It's not over. If I crit him with Side Shock, I can win. If I crit him. So, okay, you critting? You critting back? Oh my god, bros. I'm using a fucking Inteleon. No, I'll get it twisted. Inteleon's king. But it's incredibly frustrating to lose to nonsense. Like, I'll play every turn. I underestimated the Iron Hands being a problem to me, and overestimated how much Mirror Scarlet would do of damage. So what my better option there would be to trick it and have it lock into, I don't know. I mean, even that's not always foolproof. But yeah, we'll move on. Incredibly frustrating to feel like I'm wasting my time. And then the frustration builds up as you go into the fucking game, the future games. But you know, we'll move on. Slow King's really good here. That's not Trick Rotom. Inteleon has no switch-ins. What's the biggest problem to me? Like a weird D-Knight. That's the biggest issue to me. Very surprised to see Pelipper. I mean, Corviknight, because, you know, it would be a slow U-turn versus Pelipper. But I assume he may have figured, okay, well, he's going to Yarscrod on Rotom. The Corviknight isn't that relevant. I just need to position my Inteleon for success. Part of me wants to... that's fine, I'll get the rain up. U-turn, bro. Go ahead. Let's get this fucking party started. Let me calm down and play the game properly. Not like I played the other two not properly. Just timely crits like those, man, are just completely throw the game. The last opponent tried to, not the one before that tried to throw. If I Brave Birded his Inteleon at any point, he was done for. He had no reason to switch the Corviknight out. Like, even if I Iron Defense to full, like particularly that turn, if I attack the Inteleon on switch, you're guaranteed lose. So that makes it even more frustrating that he almost threw the game and got a crit on every snipe shot. Because I believe you have to focus energy to make it 100% crit. But the crit ratio with just having the item is low. seen this use like Terra Blast and stuff like that. I don't even know what to expect. My Mirror Scarlet is important. I'd like to keep it ideally, but we'll see. Stealth Rock, interesting. So he must have Terra some bullshit, because this doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're anticipating Tusk. You don't have a spin blocker. So let's see what my plan is still the same. Shell McCorv. So this is interesting, right? Because you'd think, okay, well, Jam, can't you just spin and or rocks, but I can Merc him off almost high ice beam there. Depending on what his Rotom is, I could 2-hit KO with Surf. I don't want to not get any value, especially because he's just going to leave the Corviknight in. And if I Terra Water this, then if I Terra Water this, the Rotom will die in 2 if he goes to it. I'm outside of E-Speed range from D-Knight, and the rain plus if it's Scarf Rotom and I Hydra, I think I one-shot the Rotom. But I'm just tired of missing stuff, man. Truth be told, 37%. So yeah, Hydra would have blown him away. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Here comes he Hydros. I don't know why he Hydro pumped there. That was a bad play. That was a bad play. That was a shit play, bro. Like very much shit. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to guard against his Protect here. So, I mean, you'd assume that I may have spikes. I'll U-turn still. Yeah, I know he's gonna Protect, but as I said, my assumption is that players will have a brain and scout for whether or not my Meowscarlet is actually choiced. But I've noticed that that's not the case these days. But the U-turn damage does matter. It's gonna mean I not 2-hit KO with Surf next time. And I can always just go to my Slowking. So this is fairly low risk. I know he's reluctant because he doesn't want my Inteleon coming back in. But the upside for him is that my reign is about to end, so you could go Corviknight on my Inteleon. And because I know that I'm actually not going to go Inteleon, he's max Spadef Rotom. Because if I go Inteleon, I'm going to do 37. He's already 2-hit KO'able with Terra Water, right? I'm going to get rid of that Tusk. Yeah, I think Tusk. I know his Rotom set. Sandy Shocks is some kind of rocks thing. Corv needs quite a few conditions met before I'm Iron Defensing. So yeah, the Mindless staying. Not scouting. It's typical stuff. Thunder Wave. Okay. So that's why he didn't Will-O-Wisp. But if you're going to Thunder Wave, that means you're expecting me to not... what I'm saying is, what are you Thunder Waving? Like, why Thunder Wave over Volt Switch? If I go Tusk, Thunder Wave doesn't matter, so it's better to Volt Switch. If you're expecting me to not be choiced, then I'm going to kill you. So why stay into Thunder Wave? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about that made sense at all. Well, Slowking's position, I get 1 Surf in the rain, which is blessed. Watch him go Sandy Shocks. Probably expecting chilly reception or some shit like that, but we're surfing here. Because again, the one good thing about that guy is that he reminded me that people don't expect Slowking to be offensive. So, why are we talking like we finna get an attack off? But Slowking's my guy though. He did manage to get crit every single time. There's a Corviknight. But okay, like that's my guy right there. That's my guy right there. As now, it's funny because Slowking is not scared at all. But I do want to control the weather. So what I'm debating is nasty plotting into Psyshock, which would nag me a KO. Or give me a Crucible. I don't want him to roost. I mean, I don't want him to roost and then... No. If he roosts, it doesn't matter. Let me think this through. If I go Pelipper and he U-turns and he goes back to Rotom and Volt Switches, I'm going to Nasty Plot. I know he's going to roost. Okay, excellent. So this is better position because he can only U-turn. He could Brave Bird. But obviously that doesn't solve the surf issue. No, a surf is better here, actually. I'm talking. What I just said made no sense. If he U-turns out, because what I don't want him to do is Brave Bird. And it might too kill me. I don't remember the roll on Brave Bird on this variant of Slow King. What I don't want him to do is Brave Bird. Even if he goes to Rotom, I'm outside of Volt Switch range. Because I would have Side Shocked the Rotom, right? I'm outside of Volt Switch range, if I recall correctly. 32% correct. And this allows for me to slack off here. I know I'm playing with fire, but Slow King's fire, so that's just how we play. Extreme Corviknight comes back in, yep. So this is the sequence we wanted. And so now the Rotom, show a new turn. I mean, it could be Body Press, I suppose. But again, the Rotom, just slack off again here, though. Please, for the love of God, Slow King, I told you Slow King's my guy. But it puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, especially because I attacked last turn. It's very unlikely he'll go Sandy Shocks, unless he's like, fuck it, I'm just going to go off hacks and pray. But Sandy Shocks can't kill me. So yeah, here comes Rotom. But that was inevitably going to happen. So I ain't even mad at it. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, bros. It is what it is. If he's not careful, I could be offensive Tusk and clap his Rotom. If he goes Tusk and he's not careful. I mean, if he goes Rotom, because I know he's max Spadef, he could get clobbered. He's 1,000% going Rotom. Yeah, so that power turn was crucial, but it is what it is. He goes Tusk. Actually, that's great for us. Even if he's bulk up, this is actually best case scenario. Because I get to remove, okay, bulk up. He forced his Terra. This is interesting. This is very interesting. For a lot of reasons. The main reason being, though, that because he's Ghost type and he's bulking up, I'd assume his move is, it doesn't really matter what his move is, truth be told, unless it's Body Press. If it's Knock, Pelly's not safe. So I'm going to do, because this is a useless play unless he gets the Rapid Spin off, right? So what I'm going to do is Rocks first, CC, interesting. That's not what I expected. I'm actually glad I did not switch. It's my Tusk. Okay, I'm going to CC. Earthquake again. He needs a Rapid Spin to get any real mileage, but this Tusk is going to die otherwise. I was going to go Corviknight there. I'm actually really glad. I didn't expect bulk up offensive. And if he CCs again, he dies, obviously. So, Earthquake. Wow. Mirage Scarlet kills him, but my Tusk is gone, which blows. Okay. We'll make do. Nice CCing here. Am I giving up Tusk? If I go Pelipper, he CC2, it kills me, and then I go Mirage Scarlet and keep Tusk. He really doesn't want this Tusk alive. What am I keeping Pelly for? I actually like Tusk more than I like Pelly. I know he's CCing. There's not nothing shocking about that. I guess I could be mindful of him Rapid Spinning again. I'd have to let Corviknight take a hit. I guess I could have. The CC did a lot more than I expected it have. Which isn't good. Yeah, his spin kills, which means Corviknight has to take a hit. That's something I didn't consider. I think he'll end up playing me off anyway, but I didn't have to do it like that. Okay, here goes Iron Moth. This boy is specs as fuck. Why do you go Moth though? Because there's no one move he can use unless he has Discharge or something. Yeah, I'm very surprised by this. T-Spikes. Okay. Because he gets washed by Slowking if he's not careful. Energy Ball. So he was going to risk me leaving this in. Let me think. Energy Ball, 39%. Obviously, Slowking beats his team, but I need to be very careful here. He'd have to go Rotom. Ghosty Knight, please. Break the scale, thank you. I have 2 turns of rain. Outrage. Fuck. That's good and bad. I get to kill the D-Knight. Slowking's getting better and better by the turn. Is Scarf Shocks? Are you Scarf? I mean, you must be. Like, why the fuck would you go Sandy Shocks on Inteleon? I went Slowking because I'd eat the hit, and positionally, Slowking's amazing. Because I just go in and saw it. If he's Scarfed, I mean, that did 52% to me. There's no way that's Scarf. 52%? Should get Evolve Switch again. Not considering that I could go to my Tusk at any point. Very interesting. And then goes back to Shocks. 52%. Because I could just go Tusk at any point here and it's a body bag. Sandy Shocks. Oh, you pivot. Slowking. I have a lot of split F. Volt Switch. 38 to 44. Choice Specs. Volt Switch would have done a little bit more. He might be Modest Scarf. I think he's Modest Scarf. I gotta get these next turns right. I do think he's gonna Earth Power. I wanna fucking stay in and attack him so badly here. He Volt Switched. Yeah, bro's trash. I'm hit him with outplay. I made him with outplay. Bro's ass. Okay. The issue is that because I mean, bro should have been so what I'm gonna do is go and Inteleon here because he's definitely gonna. Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. This is so good. Rotom's dead because with Torrent you're gone. The fucking shit is covering the thing. Might be the Torrent. The Rotom's gone. Oh my goodness, yes. So now I get to confirm if the Shocks is Scarf or not. I want to go my Tusk so badly here. Actually, this if I'm not gonna Tusk, if there's gonna be a time to Tusk, it's now because I don't need the Tusk. The Earth Powers, that's fine. I didn't mind that because that allows for me to slack off, and I can Terra Water. He seems he doesn't have Thunderbolt. He's probably Terra Blast. Okay. Earth Power is doing so a nasty plot here because Corviknight's coming in. Now I get rid of the weakness to U-turn, and he'll never go to yeah, it's Brave Bird. Did a lot more than it should have. Slowking is king, and if it gets close I can potentially please attack here. I really need you to attack here. Okay, blessed. Goes to Moth. Why the fuck would you go Iron Moth? I just your energy ball did not kill, dude. Please, Slowking. Energy ball came nowhere near killing, and my Meowscarlet had obviously beat his Sandy Shocks because I have Overgrow. I really need you to break through here, Slowking, please. This dumbass got it the max. Guys, you saw how much Energy Ball did. You saw how much Energy Ball did. To be fair, I could have switched Slowking out and came back. But we saw how much Energy Ball did. It was probably the better play, truth be told. Especially because he went Moth first. All I needed to do was switch Slowking out, switch Moth, switch Inteleon out, go back to Slowking, and slack off. Yeah, I actually threw there. Even then, even with the situation I just had, switching out I thought the Energy Ball. I shouldn't have risked the roll though. Energy Ball did 30 something, and then did a 4% higher roll. But I should have given myself more chances. So we lost 3 games in a row, and all of them very winnable. Very, very, very winnable. Obviously, others more out of my control than others. The first two losses. That one I could have won. I should have switched there. But one thing I am glad about is that we're not losing because of the team, right? As you can see, every game was winnable. Every game we've lost, every single game we've lost with this team since I started doing this was to crits, except that last one. I don't remember but every single game was to a crit. Crit my Corviknight with the first guy. The dude crit every fucking thing. Thunder Punch and the Inteleon. What happened with the last one? What happened with the guy with the Hariyama? Why didn't I win that? Oh yeah, the Valiant, right? The Valiant crit my Slowking on Switch, which allowed him to Calm Mind for free. Blah blah blah. Right. Because Inteleon could Hydro Sweep or Surf Sweep, depending on what the sequence was gonna come. Like depending on the end game, he had Tusk, Volcarona, the Valiant, and something Goldengo. So I technically could have swept him because the Goldengo can't one-shot my Inteleon, whereas when Inteleon can one-shot Tusk and can one-shot Volcarona, Goldengo would have to Shadow Ball. Doesn't kill. If you bring Goldengo in first and Shadow Balls, it brings me the Torrent, which guarantees the game. So Inteleon was gonna sweep. I just needed to get past the Valiant, but because he crit the Valiant, the thing on Switch, and truth be told, looking back, I should have just left my Corviknight and then Brave Birded the Valiant. I didn't need to switch out. So crits aside, I didn't play those perfectly, and I allowed my frustration to get the best of me. But as I said, I'm glad with the team. I'm still gonna use it because, luck aside, they would have won us every game. So I'm happy about that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.